Hi, today I want to talk about Tisha B'Av. Tisha B'Av is not just a fast, although fasting, as incredible as it is for our health, this is not just a fast. This is a pause of 25 hours from everything. For thousands of years, we've mourned the temple destruction, and for thousands of years, we've been waiting for redemption. That's what it's all about. That's why we're fasting. But here's what troubles me. Even if redemption came today, if Geulah came today, Mashiach came today, would we actually notice it? Let's remember for a minute something. When Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses, came to Bnei Israel in Egypt and told them that freedom is coming, the Torah is saying that they couldn't even hear him because of shortness of spirit and hard labor. מקוצר רוח ומעבודה קשה. Well, doesn't it sound a little bit familiar? Modern life is exactly that. Hard labor, no rest, all the time. Scientists are calling this the fight or flight mode, and we rarely reach the point where we are in a situation of rest and digest. So, if we're always in survival mode, how would we ever recognize redemption if it stood right in front of us? Think about October 7th. It shook the ground we stood on. But the destruction of the temple was so much greater than that. No less than a Holocaust. Today, that would be like, God forbid, Hashem Yishmor, if the state of Israel would vanish from earth. It's that big of a deal, and it's nothing. It's nothing in comparison. But think about it. If a lot of Jewish people were killed in a massive event, but also the Jewish state would vanish, then I guess the Jewish people would hurt even more the vanishing of the state and the place of the Jews, and more than even the loss of lives. And it's the same thing with the destruction of the temple, although the destruction of the temple was much worse than just losing the state of Israel. So just imagine like a nuclear bomb, wiping up Israel. I know it's a very disturbing thought, but if you think about how hurtful that would be, then you would be able to just a little bit understand of what we've lost. And when we understand and we hurt what we have lost, that is the only way that we can begin to merit and gain it back again and have the temple rebuilt and Mashiach coming and everything, redemption. Our sages taught us something remarkable. Whoever doesn't mourn Jerusalem will not merit to see it rebuilt again with joy. And this fast is actually the digest part, because we're always during our lives, we are in kotzer ruach ve'avoda kasha. We are in fight or flight mode. And when we're fasting and we're stopping our lives, even though it's not like in Yom Kippur, you can use electricity and you can use all kinds of things. It's not like Yom Kippur, but it is a stop from everything we know from our routinely everyday life, and it helps us digest. It gives us space to actually process the pain, not just rush past it. And that's why it's not a coincidence that fasting is healthy. That's actually something that the person that discovered how healthy it is found the reason that fasting is healthy. He won a Nobel Prize for it. And he discovered the process called autophagy. And that's autophagy is actually the cellular cleanup system of our bodies. So when we fast for 25 hours, especially with no water, we are actually speeding up that process of cleanup, cellular cleanup, and everything cleanup in our body. So when we wake up in the morning and we can't brush our teeth like every day, and we can't drink our coffee like every day, even though we're still full from the, ocham of seket that we've ate before the fast, we still have our routine changed, and then that changes everything for us because it switched something. We can't we can't do laundry, we can't take a shower. We just have to think about what's going on, what happened to us, and how can we fix it. It's the same way with physical fasting, because when we stop from eating routine, then we're not thinking about all the things that we should prepare to eat, or maybe we should eat, and what's going to be our next meal or our next snack. We're always thinking about food. Our lives are evolving around it. But when we stop eating just for 25 hours, that's what makes us wake up from routine and think. It reminds us that life isn't complete, that it's not perfect, that we still have work to do before redemption. And if it wasn't like this, then it would be a celebration day. It wouldn't be a fasting day. So let's talk about how to actually do it well. The day before the fast, drink a lot of water. No sugary drinks, okay? Just water, or you can have salsa, sparkling water, but drink a lot of water during, not at all at once, during the day before the fast, or during the day of the fast, because the fast enters at evening. So during the day of the fast and the day before, drink more. At the last meal that you're eating, eat, please, during the whole day, skip carbs and sugars, okay? And at the last meal, eat more protein. Think about sardines, and if you want to know more about sardines, I have made a video about that as well. You can see it in the box below. If you don't like sardines, that may be salmon, but think about something with nutritional density that is very healthy, that would give you a lot of things in a small portion, or just one portion of a meal. Okay, you should come out not only feeling full, but also you should have, that you gave something to your body, so it won't deplete during the fast everything. And I have one tip for you, as someone who's really, can't do anything without coffee and had a lot of headaches during the fastings. I really recommend that you don't try to rehab yourself from coffee. Coffee has a very good, properties for the accelerating of autophagy. So don't try to rehab from coffee before fasting. What you should do, because the headaches that you have during a fast, it usually has to do with either you didn't drink enough water before, or you didn't drink coffee before, because your body is feeling like you're neglecting him from the coffee portions. Okay, so what you want to do is, when you finish the last meal, drink some coffee, and then drink some more water, so we won't have, you won't be thirsty. But the caffeine would keep you, you have enough caffeine to go for the next 25 hours, and you won't have the headaches that you get when you don't drink coffee. We usually don't drink coffee when we eat the last meal before, because we don't have time for coffee. We have to rush and eat, and before the fast enters. So have it enough in time. You just eat before, and then you go and have your coffee. No milk, no sugar, and you're okay. try it and you'll see you won't have headaches. When the fast ends, don't do what you're used to do and reach for the a piece of cake that we're used to eat after a fast. No, don't do it, because it's not good for your system, for your body. After a big fast, you want to have some kind of soup, maybe chicken soup, maybe marak khrire, the khrire soup of the Moroccans. That's very good for you. And after a while, after you drink it and you nourished your body, you can have some eggs, maybe one egg, and then maybe some avocado. Sauerkraut is very good at that point. It's very good for your body. So make it simple. Don't start, don't celebrate the end of the fast because it's ended, and now we want to eat the entire things that you've been thinking about the entire fast. So maybe if you think about other things that other than food, like watch some movies or clips that has to do with the destruction of the temple, and it helps you thinking, then that's better than just thinking about what am I going to eat once it's over. And you should know that all the big rabbis are saying, and it's not just them, it's all the sages that are saying that too, that we are very, very close to redemption. We're very close to Mashiach coming, and we should remember it, that after the big, big darkness, light comes along.